I think we can get rolling here now. I don't want to take up everybody's time. So thanks everyone for joining us today. My name is Jeff Clark with Baker Real Estate. Welcome to everyone. We're still operating in a virtual environment, but the really cool thing is we're going to be showcasing some phenomenal technology that will be part of MCity. The computer is the best way to demonstrate this technology. So I want to thank everyone for coming, and I'm going to pass it over now to Barbara Lawler, who's going to have a few words about the market and MCity itself. So over to you, Barbara.
Thank you, Jeff. Hi, everyone. It is so great to see so many of our Baker Realty partners joining us today to be part of our upcoming launch of MCity 4. Today's event is all about the technology that Rogers and Urban Capital will be bringing to M4 to make it the most exciting technologically advanced building that the market has seen. But before I hand you over to the tech experts, I'd like to share a little of the history of MCity with you. MCity is a 10-tower, 15-acre, 4.3 million square feet, 2.5 billion master planned live, work, and play community, featuring iconic architecture and over 2 acres of public parkland. It offers residents the best technology available now and into the future. We launched MCity 1 in March of 2017, and many of you here today joined us at the cinemas in Square One. Remember that? With lineups around the block. The 60-story architecture designed by core architects captured the imagination of the buyers, and the demand was truly amazing. It was the biggest, most successful launch in the history of the GTA. Almost 800 units were sold in a matter of weeks. That led us to release MCity 2 in April of 2017. Another 800 units were sold almost immediately. Rogers and Urban Capital brought together their team of core architects and the winning internationally acclaimed interior designers of Ciccone Simone. True to their word, the developers started the blueprints for construction to commence, which it did in the summer of 2018. While the site was being excavated for M1 and M2, we launched MCity 3 in the fall of 2018. We launched to a packed theater at the Living Arts Center. M3 is the tallest building in Mississauga at 80 stories, designed by IBI architects, featuring 948 suites. And once again, we hit a home run together with the sales, and MCity 3 started construction in summer of 2020. And we all wore our masks and socially distanced from one another. Take a look at what MCity looks like today, under construction. This is Mississauga's most ambitious development, and it's set to change the downtown Mississauga landscape forever. The infrastructure of roads, sewer and water systems, and power are all under construction. Our towers are now up to the 20th floors, and there are even windows in the podium. We're starting to see that award-winning, striking architecture emerge in real life. But today, we're here to talk about M-City 4, the next chapter in this spectacular story. M4 is the most tech-forward building at M-City and possibly in the GTA. For M4, Rogers and Urban Capital has reunited the core architects team with Ciccone Simone, and we are set to bring another architectural masterpiece, standing tall at 67 stories. Check out this iconic podium. It's an assembly of building blocks that create a sense of movement and drama that will define the landscape of Mississauga for years to come. Look at our lobby. The building will feature exceptional amenities, from the hotel-style lobby to the Zen-inspired Nakaniwa garden, filled with the sounds of cascading water and rock sculptures, to the resort-style saltwater outdoor pool and sun deck overlooking the 2-acre park on the south side. These are just a few of the amenities that are part of owning a home in M4. And just wait until you hear the technology the residents will enjoy. So right now, I'm truly excited to hand it over to Matthew McGowan, who is going to share it with you all about Rogers' smart community, One Valet. Over to you, Matthew.
Thank you very much, Barbara, for the introduction. And first, I just want to say how thankful we are to be here today. And we're really, really excited to be a part of the M-City experience. So just thank you very much for your time here today. Now, before we get started into the actual One Valet hardware and software, we wanted to quickly share with you a video of Rogers' smart community. The next slide, Kimberly.
We are Rogers' smart community, powered by One Valet. And we see buildings differently. Different. So the only key you'll need is the one that's always with you. Safer. So you can always get in and out with peace of mind. And smarter. So you can get more out of your every day. Connecting you to your buildings in ways you never thought possible. Bringing the future home.
Perfect. Yeah, so that video just kind of shows a snapshot of how things are going to look like here at M-City. But with our first slide here, we're going to focus on the One Valet resident engagement app. So we can see this sort of as a dashboard for the resident. So they'll be able to actually control a number of different features, both within this suite and within the building. Our first feature we're going to go through is our thermostat integration. So as a resident here at M-City, I'll be able to actually control my thermostat. I can really control the settings based on cool, heating, or even idle, and having that control remotely as well. So even if I'm on vacation away from my unit, I have full control over my thermostat. So if I want to focus on consuming less energy, or even understanding what type of patterns of my heating is going to occur, I can do all of this through the handheld smartphone. Now, we also have our digital cards that you see on the One Valet app. we can see this sort of like an all access pass throughout the building and even into my own condo unit. So all I need really is my phone to gain access throughout the entire building and even into my own suite. And with these digital cards that we have, we're even able to send a guest pass. So if we're looking to book any of the amazing amenity rooms located at M4, I can actually host and send invites through an SMS text. So I can control how long they have permission for, what day, and most importantly, what message I want to send to them, such as bring the wine. So again, if we're hosting these parties, we can do this a lot seamlessly and a lot easier all through the One Valet Resident app. And as you can see, it's all done in real time. So I'm getting an instant message directly through the One Valet app, giving me permission to gain access into that building. Now, we also have a feature called our DocBox feature. So within our DocBox feature, we can actually upload different materials such as our onboarding, so how to use the application, how to use the entry console, and other things like condo board meetings, rules, regulations, and all of this can be done seamlessly through the cloud. Now, if at any time you're having issues using the application, residents at M-City will actually be able to have direct link to our support feature. So with our support feature, residents at M-City can send an email or even call and speak with the live agents just to make sure that their experience is what is expected. Now to our next slide, Kimberly. Now, in regards to access into the building, what we have here on the screen is actually a live feed of the cell phone application, as well as our entry console. Now, there are a number of ways that residents can gain access into the building at M-City. The first is going through the directory code. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just searching for myself. And where things are a little bit different here with Rogers Smart Community powered by One Valet is that we add a little bit more security and control to the resident. So even if you're working on your couch on a Sunday, you can actually answer a video call with whoever's trying to gain access. You can speak with them, deny them access, or grant them access. Now, we also use other methodologies such as a code. So we can see this as a digital lockbox. So if you're ordering a service directly to your suite at M-City, we can provide these codes and send them out to any of these service workers, and even use our own code if we're ordering food. So if we're ordering things like Skip the Dishes or Uber Eats, we can even have these codes disseminated with those deliveries. So that will be all automated through the One Valet experience. Now, lastly, we have the unit number, again, just to give a little bit more options to that visitor. Now, here at One Valet, powered by Rogers Smart Community, we also do utilize facial recognition. So at any time, if let's say you're going for a run, you don't have your cell phone with you or even your key fob, all I need is my face to gain entry into the building. And what's great about this feature, it's controlled by the resident. So at any point in time, if I want to turn this off or turn it back on, I have full control over that. Now, in regards to contactless entry, obviously with COVID, we had to be very quick on how we get this going. But essentially with contactless entry, these digital cards, which I alluded to earlier in the presentation, is going to provide you access throughout the entire building for common elements, our amenities here at M-City, the door to your condo unit as well. So you don't have to physically touch anything in order to gain access. We also do have a call concierge feature, and we also have an accessibility button. So if anyone here at M-City has any issues with the actual entry console, they can simply press that button and it pushes the buttons lower on the screen. And then lastly, we have full language capabilities. So no matter what language the residents at M-City speak, they'll be able to read it in real time on the entry console itself. Now to the last slide there, Kimberly. Now, this is proprietary to One Valet, powered by Rogers Smart Community. And this is our parcel program. So this is, again, proprietary to One Valet, and we're tying in access with a scan of a package. So we understand, especially during COVID, we're ordering a lot of things, oversized packages. So simply how this would work is the courier would then come to the building, identify who they work for. They're just going to simply scan the barcode on that package, and that grants them access into the building. Now, once they're inside the M4 building, they'll actually be directed to the parcel room. And now this is a self-sustaining system. So the courier will just have to identify how many packages they have, identify who this is intended for. So for the purpose of this presentation, we're using our demo building. And through our backend, we can actually send a live message to that resident to let them know they have a package and to when to receive it. And it's all done in real time. So as you can see, I received a notification directly to my phone through the One Valet app, but also as an email. So again, in real time, we're pushing a lot of information to these residents, all to the palm of their hand. Now, I'm sure you want to know how is all of this going to work. And to answer that question, I would like to introduce our Rogers Smart Community Master Technology Integrator, Stephen Foster.
Thanks, Matthew. Great presentation. Okay, next slide. Ready, please. So I'm sure you folks are wondering how this all works. Firstly, as Matthew's indicated, this is all about the internet, obviously. This is IoT at its full capacity. This property has been built with the vision for full cellular data coverage. And what this really means is we've built this tower like a commercial property. We've already seen the value of, we know how important business is between where you play and where you work. So this service will allow you essentially to, if you're talking on your cell phone and you're coming home for work or leaving to work and you have an early morning call, or you're coming back for lunch, the cellular coverage will enable you right from entry of the parking system, through the elevator systems, up through the lobbies, over to the amenity space, right up to your suite. You'll be able to maintain your call on your cellular service the whole way through. This is covering you for 3G, 4G, and 5G, and all LTE coverage. So this building has been built for full cellular coverage throughout the entire facility. If you don't want to use your cellular coverage, it also has full Wi-Fi through all the amenity spaces, all the areas that Matthew alluded to, from the front entranceway to the amenity spaces. So if you're sitting by the pool and you want to take a break and you want to listen to some music or stream some videos, full Wi-Fi capability is available to you at that space as well. So that's a high-level overview of throughout the property. And if we go to the suite level, Kimberly, in your suite, we're using Rogers Ignite Internet, full unlimited data usage, 1.5 gigabits of download and upload speeds, which this allows you to have the ultimate in technology available. So whether you're video streaming, using smart appliances, leveraging your smart door lock by Alford, your Wi-Fi thermostat that Matthew alluded to earlier, linking all these amenities in your suites through the One Valet in-suite functionalities alluded to earlier by Matthew. So whether you're in your property or in your suite, full access to all these technologies throughout the entire M4 property. And the last slide I have is for the techies on the call who are interested in behind the scenes. What this really is the description is it's a distributed antenna system supporting 5G services. So it covers the complete range, is what I mentioned to earlier. And I would just say that the majority of residential builds that you see today don't have this kind of investment that's been made. So this is something that we think is special and unique and really is going to add additional value to the residents of this property. There's a base building network in place, which is providing everything from Wi-Fi. We've unified the security systems, the access control systems, the building automation systems, all onto one consolidated network, driving costs out of the model, but allowing the data to come together to provide real use cases that can be leveraged by the One Valet solution. And this base building network, it provides reliable coverage from everything from making calls on Wi-Fi to leveraging your data, to streaming music and more throughout the facility. What these two investments have really done from a Rogers perspective and from a resident perspective is we future-proof this building. So as things emerge down the road and things change from a technology perspective, we have this covered. And so that the residents aren't just buying something today, you're also buying something that you have access to for tomorrow. So with that, I'm going to hand it back to Jeff for some final comments here. And as Matthew said, thanks for your time today. This is a very exciting project for us at Rogers. Thank you. Jeff.
Thanks so much, Stephen. Stephen and Matthew, incredible technology for this building. It'll be one of the most advanced technological buildings in the GTA. And I really want to thank you for your time to talk to our brokerage community about this technology. We're certainly excited about it, and obviously we're very excited about MCity 4. So as Barbara said, we are ramping up to launch the MCity 4 very soon. And we have actually started a broker outreach, as we always do at M-City. So we have started out with a Zoom presentation to brokerages, teams, and individuals. So probably many of you on today's webinar have already been contacted. If you haven't and you want to get to be part of it, you can reach out to myself or Kimberly or Shanique, who are all on the phone on the Zoom today, and we will get you set up. We're planning on launching in the coming weeks. We'll give you more detail about that, the timing shortly. But in the meantime, we are out meeting with brokerages, doing presentations and PowerPoints to ramp up and get going with this exciting new building. So I encourage you to reach out to us. For the purposes of today, this presentation has been recorded and we're going to upload it to the Baker portal. You might have some questions about the technology, so we're going to create an email loop with Stephen and Matthew on it. And if you do have specific questions, once you've downloaded it from the portal and you have any questions, you can certainly forward them to Matthew or Stephen from a technology standpoint, and they'll get back to you right away with any specific questions. But in the meantime, we are really, really super excited about this, the launch of M-City, probably the most anticipated launch of a condominium for this year. So I know we're ready to go. So we encourage you to reach out to us. And again, I want to say thank you to you, Stephen, and to you, Matthew, and always Barbara. That was great. We look forward to seeing you in the coming weeks and then at the official launch of M-City 4. Thanks, everyone. Stay well, and we will put this on the portal shortly.
Thank you very much.